What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 10th of August. We are taking a look this morning over at the Casper chart. Welcome all of the new subscribers. Appreciate y'all. We're going to take a look here at CoinMarketCap first. Start this video off. Trending list Pepe Shiba XRP. What a list. XRP is down in the dumps once again this morning. Pepe sitting at number 1 on trending, Shiba at number 2, Bitcoin dominance 48.8. Let's see where Casper sits on the list here. So here is the Casper. I'm not sure what the number is actually on the list. Looks like Casper up 0.6 in the last day. Definitely in the green, unlike some other cryptocurrencies. Looks like top exchanges here: KuCoin, BitHub, OKX, Gate.io. Let's head over to the charts, guys, and check out CSPR USDT. Casper / Tether. Got a couple things going on here I want to talk about. We'll take a look over at Bitcoin as well. So Casper did initially break out of this little pennant pattern here. So we had a trend line following up here. We had the breakout take place on the 4th of August. No follow through, no higher high, basically taking out this high here on the 23rd. And we have been pulling back ever since until we got into, or now we are back basically at that where that pennant was. I left this upper line here, which was part of the pennant pattern line, to see if it, holds its support. But who knows how far we'll drift lower here, guys. This also does have a little bit of a wedge look, which, could break to the upside, should break to the upside. That is taking out the high here of the, let's see, the 4th of August high was 420. So yeah, basically 420 would be the taking out the high there of that. But it's a little sloppy, so we'll see. These markets are just all over the place right now. Nice area to accumulate more, in my opinion, as prices are lower than higher. But when you do that, the thing is you just don't know how much lower they will go. So be careful with that. That is not financial advice. We still have two targets above the market, 437 and 454, right up in here. That would obviously take out this high as well as the 420 high, getting us up to those targets. But we'll have to see. Bitcoin is pulling back this morning and definitely has some weight on the markets. Although Casper is up 1.3%. according to this right now. So I want to talk about something a little bit more of a concern, is this potential very large head and shoulders here. It's not perfect, guys, but it's pretty obvious once you start to look here. Get a left shoulder, got this big head here, and then, potential right shoulder here. And then I did draw the neckline before I started this video here. So take the depth of from the neckline up here to the head, and then you would add that down lower, and that would give you a potential target for a move, and it's very, very low. So we'll see how this plays out, but just keep it on your radar. If shit hits the fan in the world, in the crypto markets, you could see something like that. But otherwise, you probably won't, because if that takes place, it takes the price basically down into this range. It's like 0.006007, give or take. It's like 0.027 cents down here would be the move. So it's going to take the price down 80+% from where it's at now. I just really don't see that happening unless, like I said, shit hits the fan and things really start to crumble in the markets, and going to have a lot of other problems as well. So not to scare anybody, but I mean, you're looking at what I'm looking at, and we got a little bit of a left shoulder. We got the head here. We got the right shoulder project down, and takes the price down 80+% based on this pattern. So we'll have to see here how that plays out. So that is, ultra bearish. And I'm not really ultra bearish on Bitcoin. So kind of don't see that happening. But things can happen quick in the world, and especially in the markets. So, it's one of those things. Always a good idea to have some stop losses set up for your positions, unless you're totally okay with watching it, fluctuate large amounts. But that's something that you'll have to decide on your own. So we got the head and shoulders. We have this pennant pattern that's obviously getting a full retrace. It's basically failed in my opinion. And we have this little wedge here, which could break to the upside. And that's usually what they do. So basically you're looking for a break above 420. And that's going to take us right up here to the 437, 454 price targets. So that's the little bit of the bullish scenario here for Casper. And then you could go as far as you want here with this. You could throw the fibs on this move. We don't know where the low is yet. You could take the high here down to basically that low, give you some upper targets. You could take the fibs as well from over here down to this low. This will give you some upper targets as well. The 1618 puts you all the way up there at a 0.09 cent Casper. So we'll have to see. Like I said, these markets are all over the place. The breakout, you're getting these breakouts, and then they're just instantly pulling back and failing. So we have this pretty solid resistance. Let me find the correct tool here, and I will show you this. So we have some pretty major resistance right up in there where my levels are at 437 and 454. And you can see when we broke out from that pennant pattern, no, not when we broke out from the pennant pattern, the left-hand side of the pennant pattern didn't quite get up to 437. And then we consolidated into that pennant pattern. And then we got the breakout, which was a lower high. Didn't get any follow through. But you can see this double top over here back in February and March, right in that resistance zone. Price broke down. Didn't quite get up to the back test, like I said, at 437, but got closed. And so far is getting pushed back down. And then I noticed this big head and shoulders. So kind of all over the place here. It's a little bit of a tough market. Prices are lower if you were looking to dollar cost average into Casper. But of course, that is totally up to you and not financial advice. So we'll have to see here what happens with the market. Got a little bit of news from the SEC, once again, appealing the Ripple case, at least when it comes to, I don't believe it has to do with XRP being a security or not. I think it has to do with the other part of the lawsuit, which I believe, don't hold me to it, is for Brad Garlinghouse and the other fella, don't recall his name at the moment. So we'll have to see here. Long term in the right market, I think Casper is going to do unbelievable, and it's super, super cheap at 0.039 cents right now. I mean, this thing should easily be back up into this 25, 27 cent, no problem in a strong market, and probably much higher than that. So that's just my opinion, guys. So we're going to wrap this video up. Not too much to talk about here with Casper. Markets are up, markets are down. Breakouts aren't really holding. It's a choppy ride here. Here's something to keep in mind, guys. So if we take a look back on the Casper chart, let's cover this real quick before we wrap this video up here. Here is a very rough head and shoulders, right? Neckline, which didn't break to the downside. You had multiple tests at the neckline and the market actually rallied. So that is possible as well, guys. And that is, if when it starts to break to the upside, super, super bullish. So that's possible as well. We could come down here for another test. So we got the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You could get another test down here and then all of a sudden take off to the upside. So keep that in mind. That would be very, very bullish if that started to take place. XRP has a, I wouldn't call it a head and shoulders, but it had, this giant pattern forming. And one could say you could draw a support line down here and the price could break lower and go very, very low. Well, XRP, actually rocketed to the upside, broke out major highs at 55, 57, and then moved higher. So there is a chance that this support will hold. Maybe it gets tested again down here at the, 036 or so, and then market just rocket to the upside, definitely taking out the 37 and 54 upper targets here. So guys, gonna wrap it up here for the Casper video. Let me know your thoughts. All links in the video description. Thanks if you use those. Does help support the channel. Patreon is coming soon. Keep your eye out for that. And if you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us. You guys have a good one.